What's going on, everybody? David here. Today we're talking Travel Rewards credit cards. Today's cards are the Citi Prestige card and the Amex Gold card. First off, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you can get future updates on my videos. Okay, so let's look at these two cards. Now, they're not exactly in the same category. The Citi Prestige card is it's a higher level card, and the annual fee is higher as well. But I just think it's interesting to kind of look at the two cards, and we can compare them, look at some of the benefits, and then overall, at the end, I'll give you my overall opinion of the cards. Okay, so looking at the annual fee for the Prestige card, right now it's $450. It will go up to $495. So that's your annual fee for the card. Now, the American Express Gold card, the annual fee for this card is $250. So just looking at the cost of the card per year, the Amex Gold will win out in that category. Okay, so the next thing I want to look at is the bonus structure. Now, this is hard because they haven't announced a bonus structure for this card, and it's past January 4th. So at this point, I don't know what's going on with the whole bonus structure. So just looking at the Amex Gold, they've increased their bonus structure. It used to be 25,000, now it's 35,000 points, and that's after spending $2,000 within the first 3 months. And if you can find, there are a lot of different links out there that will, like reward links where that you can get it for 50,000 bonus points. If you can find one of those links, I would definitely do that because obviously 50,000 points is better than 35,000 points, and 50,000 points to me makes this card worth getting. So that's just my opinion. Now, like I said, the Citi Prestige card, they haven't, to my knowledge, announced anything as far as bonus points, which really hurts the situation with this card. It has good earn possibility, but they haven't said anything about bonus. So we'll have to just see where that goes. So I don't want to really rate this category until I find that information out. But obviously, if you see this video and you do see whatever the bonus structure is, then you can kind of judge for yourself. If it's more than 35,000 bonus points in 3 months, then this is probably a better card for you than the Amex Gold. But if the Amex Gold has a 35,000 and it's higher than the Citi Prestige, well, then you can kind of make your decision that way. Okay, so the next category I want to look at is earn possibility. And this is a really interesting one because the Citi Prestige card gives you some really good earn possibility. Now, I understand that all points are not created equal, and the Amex points are a little stronger than the Citi points. So you have to take that in consideration. So looking at the Citi card, you get 5 times points on air travel, you get 5 times points at restaurants, 3 times points on cruise lines, 3 times points on hotels, 2 times points on entertainment, and that will end on in August of 2019, and 1 point for every dollar spent on all other purchases. So that earn possibility is amazing. It's a really good setup that they have here. Now, the Amex Gold earn possibility is not bad. Now look at this: 4 times points at U.S. restaurants. 4 times points at U.S. restaurants and supermarkets, which is excellent. 4 times points at supermarkets is huge because that category usually doesn't get you 4 times points with any other card. So that's a good setup there. 3 times points on flights booked with airlines and on Amex Travel, so that's pretty good. Then you get 1 point per dollar on all other purchases. So just looking at both of them, I'd have to give it, if you're just looking strictly on points and you're not really looking at the point value, I would say that the Citi Prestige card has more power because there are more points that you can accrue. Now, looking at, and I want to talk about this too just a little bit, when you look at the point value, because a lot of people say, well, this card gets you 1.7 cents and this card gets you 1.8 cents or what have you per point. But the points are only good if you can use them. And I got into a discussion with someone about point value, and we were talking about the Hyatt points compared to the Hilton points. And yes, the Hyatt points they're stronger than the Hilton points, and they're almost twice as strong. But when you look at it, you have less properties when it comes to Hyatt. So you have more properties with Hilton. So if there's a destination where I want to go, and let's say I go to that destination and there's one Hyatt hotel there, but you have 3 or 4 different variations of Hilton hotels in this location, I'll have a better opportunity of getting a reward hotel stay at Hilton than I will at Hyatt. And there could be some situations, because I like Hyatt. I stay at Hyatt all the time. But there are situations where Hyatt doesn't even offer reward. You can't even use points to stay at certain hotels because they don't offer it. So I could be in a situation where I have these points and they have good value, but I can't use them. So if you can't use the points, then what good is the fact that those points are twice as strong as Hilton points? So you just have to look at what works for you. And there's certain situations where just because the point value isn't as high as another card doesn't mean that, oh, I shouldn't try to get those points, because you might be able to really benefit from Hilton points or from City Prestige points over Amex points. So you just have to you have to take that in consideration as well. Okay, so let's look at some unique benefits. And by the way, so as far as the earn possibility, I would think City Prestige for me is a stronger card because it just gives you more points for a variety of different categories, like the cruise lines and the hotels. And it's not just US only. So Amex Gold is great, but it's US only as far as earn for some of the high earn points. So the restaurants and the supermarkets is 4 times points at US supermarkets and US restaurants. So the fact that City Prestige, I can use it all over, that makes it a strong card as well. Okay, now looking at some of the unique benefits, you do get a travel credit here with City Prestige, $250. And that's on all eligible purchases. So that's really, really good. The Amex setup is a little bit different, and you don't get as many points. So we're looking at, I think it's 100 points, or $100, $100 credit. And that's, you have to designate the airline, and it's for incidentals. So the fact that the City Prestige is pretty much just a travel credit, so I can use it for a variety of different travel, car rental, parking, tolls, all that stuff. It makes it very, very strong as far as the credit goes. And the big unique feature on this card is the 4th night free, and that's a real good benefit. Now, they will be changing that September 1st, 2019, so they will only allow you to do it twice per year, but it's still strong. It's still good, and it's something that a lot of cards, you don't see it with other cards. So I definitely have to give the nod to the City Prestige card when it comes to unique benefits. So unique benefit to me is something that is different from most other cards. So that's that category. Now, the last category I want to look at is just the look of the cards. And the Amex Gold is definitely a better looking card. And I don't think they're still offering the rose gold. Maybe they'll bring that back in the future. They'd be smart to do that, just kind of do another promo and keep it open for a couple of months and get people excited about getting the card again. But I like that, and it's a metal card, so that's always nice, as well as the City Prestige card. It looks okay, but I mean, it's just it's kind of it's a different design, so I give them credit on their effort, but I just like the Amex Gold. It just looks nice and it's clean. Okay, so what do I think about these cards? Now, the City Prestige card, hands down, is probably the better card, although you are paying more as far as an annual fee. Now, if you can get that, if you can really work it, you can get that effective annual fee down to 0. But I just think all around it's a better card. That 4th night free really is impressive. The $250 travel credit is also something that's really nice. And it's almost unfair to compare the two cards because one is City Prestige is at a higher level, I think. But the Amex Gold, it can compete. It can compete with the City Prestige. It can also compete with the Chase Sapphire Reserve. It just depends on what type of travel you're into. If you're traveling within the U.S., then the Amex Gold makes a lot of sense because you're getting the 4 times points at supermarkets and the 4 times points at restaurants, U.S. restaurants. So it makes a lot of sense to use that card and earn points with the card, with the Amex Gold. But if you're going to travel abroad, then the City Prestige just makes more sense. I can use that card anywhere. I can go to another country and use it and get 5 times points and all that good stuff. So it just makes it a stronger card overall. But I'd love to know what you guys think, so please post in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.